what I like about ROXY. They are unpredictable. Now Rave is actually switching up into the fighter role, as we see since yesterday. Rave is actually the fighter's role instead of Billy. So Billy actually a core, but Rave was just using a fighter to shove the lane and just stay in the lane.
Yes, they're able to play multiple roles at such a high level, which makes it very, very hard for the opponents to pick and ban against them.
Yep, and now Billy is actually gathering up with Auzora. This is something unusual. Two cores nearing each other. Look at that. Billy is actually the damage type. So this is a one-tank thing from our ROXY.
Yeah, maybe Billy will, even though he is technically a support this game, he'll still build damage. Maybe for early game just to get a small boost.
Yep, and Trust is already looking for that gold buff. The arrow missed on bottom lane, but Billy is actually going to get it. Auzora going to get the gold buff on bottom lane, and I think the top lane is also going for AEROWOLF.
Yes, and 2 gold buffs going for AEROWOLF right now, controlling the early game really, really well. They're wave clear on Kimmy.
Yep, and they just go back to the mid. Yep, Sugar with the Kai, the signature heroes from Aura right there, and they are going to top lane. Oh no, they just going for that minion jungler.
Yes, and maybe they'll try pressure top lane as well, but the turtle is spawning at bottom. We can see a dive coming in right now.
And now Billy is actually already hitting that hand. Oh, the arrow hit. They didn't manage to kill it. Trap. The trap doesn't have enough damage yet, as Auzora still level 4.
Yes, you can see a dive being prepped up for AEROWOLF right now on top lane, but Lapu Lapu just go forward and clears the wave before he gets dive.
Yep,
and now Turtle.
Turtle is already being popped up by ROXY, but Aura has responded very, very well. Billy is actually on the wrong position. Finn is actually not gonna die yet, but double kill actually for Yam, and the Turtle can be secured, but Vin is actually getting arrowed again and again, but there's no more follow-up. Aura Esports is actually taking the first 2 kills going into this Kagura.
Yes, indeed. And now we can see, Vin getting hit by the arrow, going very low. Wow.
Wow, Auzora still managed to... What? Look at that arrow on the perfect timing that makes Han cannot chase him anymore.
Yes, a redemption kill coming for Auzora, making ROXY now have a 500 gold lead so early in the game, even though having lost 2 kills at the early turtle.
And now Billy is already ready using that Way of the Dragon, waiting for Auzora. And now there you go, the slow onto Han, the kick onto Han, and there's the follow-up from Auzora. Easy kill for ROXY.
Yes, and Auzora now has 2 kills and a lot of farm. This is making him very, very scary if he gets even more gold, especially going for this gold buff.
Yep, and fast gold buff finish up, and the Chieftain Rage even being used from Rave, but the ultimate didn't hit Rave as Rave goes for that sprint, but Vin is in an awkward position actually, and Trust was just shooting him down.
Yes, but the mid lane does have problems right now. Yam and Sugar just going for a turret, taking a huge chunk out of it. And if they're not very careful, they can go up and look for a small fight up against ROXY right now. You can see Yam.
Okay, Sugar in the right position and gap Trust in. And now LJ is actually getting caught, but nope, no more. And Sugar will just go back to shove Yam it. And now the Rage is already coming. Minion Fury even used for Sugar. But actually Trust is going to be burst down by Aura Esports. Trust has to go down. But there you go, the Jit can do 1-2. The kick not able to be followed up by Billy. This is actually a good move and a good cover up from Vin.
Yes, indeed. Now we can see ROXY and Aura also getting even closer in terms of gold, with the turtle already up as the second turtle. And we can see here right now Billy trying to cut the wave if possible, but the wave just passed him already.
LJ needs to be careful. Yam doesn't have enough damage yet to burst a tank though. But there you go, the turtle has been poked out by Aura, and we see that Vin is covering his way, and Han is actually helping Yam to get this turtle. This is a very slow turtle, and now our ROXY is already on the vicinity to go for the turtle, but the turtle has been burst down by Yam, and there's the Minion Fury onto the Chieftain Rage. Auzora will get Yam, killing spree, the kick onto Vin, but Vin still managed to use his nature shield and still alive. LJ is getting very low, but Sugar with that Hurricane that's going to get a lapu from Rave. This arrow into Sugar. LJ managed to run, but Trust using that maximum shot will able to finish Rage. Now Auzora also chasing Sugar. Auzora on this Selena was just so aggressive.
Yes, and the Selena on Auzora, we know he's a beast on the Selena. And this time he got a chance to actually play a Selena and snowball on it very, very early on. We see 4 kills out of 5 kills from ROXY on him.
Yep, and Trust will get that one remaining kill from ROXY. All of the kills was on the core on the side of ROXY, and Blade of Respace is already finished up from Trust in the 5 minutes. This is going to be huge for pushing the turrets.
Yes, and now we can see ROXY getting
Billy is
right
actually there now. Billy Han is actually getting kicked, and the Chieftain Rage even being used by that Rave.
Yes, indeed. And you can see LJ has to be very careful right now because Yam is starting to get a lot of damage, and Sugar is also waiting for LJ to step out of position.
Mino and Fury, but Billy is actually on the back line, but getting caught by Vin, and he has to go down. LJ is getting down as well. Vin using this nature shield, but Yam is actually getting very, very low by the damage from Trust. But Trust has to go down. Sugar with the Akai with the play, but the arrow getting Sugar on the cut, but nope. They will not go for this Panda.
Yes,
but
we can see Aura getting those turrets while the pressure is off of him right now. And Auzora looking for a kill onto Han, but I don't think he can get it right now.
Yep, the objective is on the side of Aura right now. It's actually really, really close network as well.
Yes, you can see Aura clawing back in this game, chasing network of AEROWOLF, and AEROWOLF doesn't seem to get a good fight even though they have a Minotaur.
Okay, LJ is trying, looking for something, and the Minion Fury is there, but I think it's gonna be used right now to secure the turtle. Billy will secure the turtle. Vin using that nature shield, still on the line, but Sugar with the Hurricane Death was very, very good. Although Auzora has to go down, Rage is also getting kicked by Billy and has to go down as well. And Han is actually on the good position to kill Billy. Billy still have that shield and have to go run onto his base.
Yeah, so you can see Rave still at full health. He may be looking for a wave clear. He doesn't have, he still has his Chieftain Rage actually.
Yep.
And he didn't use it in the prior team fight, so he may be able to look for another catch if someone does walk around him.
Yep, although ROXY has that turtle, the lead is still on the side of Aura. And now we're looking onto Ice Queen 1, almost finished up by Trust. This is the very unique thing that LJ is actually using Sprint on this miniature, not a Flicker. That's why he's not making plays using that Flicker of Minion Fury.
Yes, usually we do see Mino on Flicker, just to get that surprise ult on, but he has Ghost, Sprint, which is much more reliable since he can actually try to position himself much better, but he can't surprise the opponent with his Flicker like most Minos do.
Yep, and now Necklace of Endurance is also already been done onto this Kagura, but now Zora has to be locked down. This Akai, man, Sugar on this Akai may be a surprise pick for ROXY, as we know that Sugar is not using this Akai for a long time already, but now there he is making the play. But yeah, is actually getting shot by Trust, getting very low, and the Minion Fury, the Chieftain Race didn't get anything. The kick to Finn from Billy, but there's Aura Esports is getting very low, and Trust will get that Leomord.
Yes,
maximum charge.
Trust getting more items, getting more damage, but LJ still haven't got a good fight out of Aura, which makes ROXY quite hard to actually pick off people. And with Selena getting into mid game, they have to end this quite fast because the late game from Aura is also quite strong.
Yep, and now the turret is almost down on the bottom lane, and this might not be a good thing for ROXY.
Yes, and we can see Lord is already up, but it's too early for both teams to actually try and knock it down because they still haven't got items. They're not that far apart yet in terms of gold, so I don't think Lord will be taken at least in like 5 minutes.
Yep, and they will just farming and farming, and look at the Kimi actually getting on the buff, but LJ will just protect, and Han is actually using his Phantom State just to steal that. But Vin is actually getting kicked again and again by this Billy. Nature Shield even being used, but the damage from Trust is too big. Maximum Charge even being used, but Aurora will finish the job. Necklace of Durance from Yam is pretty crazy on these people, actually.
Yes, we can see right now Aura trying to look for a catch on to AEROWOLF ROXY, although they did knock few turrets down. They still haven't got a wipe on AEROWOLF ROXY, which makes them unable to get lured and actually push really hard.
Yep, and AEROWOLF ROXY is actually still leading on this match. And Billy was just finishing up his endless battle right now. This is an important item as well.
Yes, we can see Rage having to be careful because Aurora is right behind him if he does
Oh,
get
the
caught.
arrow!
The arrow just barely missed, and they have to be careful because Yam is waiting in the bush.
Okay, Yam.
Oh, I actually thought he was going to try to burst down Billy, but instead he just tried to back off.
Yep, because he knows that nobody is there yet from the side of Aura. Oh, the maximum charge is actually dealing quite a huge of damage into Yam, and Trust now already finishing up his Divine Glaive, and this might be something from AEROWOLF ROXY.
Yes, they have to shut Trust down in an instant.
Okay, Sugar even using his Petrify, but managed to be dodged by Billy, and Sugar getting very low. Nope, not low enough. But LJ is actually on the backside, and Yam is actually getting caught by Aurora finishing up Vin. But now Han is actually on the front line, but didn't manage to get anything. But Billy is actually going for this. Oh no, the Chieftain Rage getting hit onto Han, and Han has to go down the chase onto this Rage, but not enough. Now they are going to storm the middle turret from AEROWOLF ROXY.
Yeah, so 3 members down. They only have their 2 frontliners now here to defend the turret, and I don't think they can defend this against AEROWOLF.
Even use his Inferno going to defend this, but the turret is going down, and then the Munir Fury onto Sugar. Sugar still managed to survive, but Rave not going for more.
Yes, and the wave clear was just really on point. We can see Billy trying to push the bottom turret, but we can see here Baleric is coming in to defend. Can't he defend
the
it? Because
damage is
Billy has a
huge.
lot of damage right now.
And Billy was just going to steal that turret in front of the eyes of this Baleric.
Yeah, so you can see him just backing off, maybe looking for a buff before he can actually reset and try to look for another play. And here you can see Lapu Lapu from Brave actually doing quite well. He can engage really hard as well and also follow up on Aurora if he catches someone with his arrow.
Yep. And he's doing pretty good. He just roaming around, be there for the team, not even trying to farm too much, just clearing the waves, and he's doing well. In the side of
and Sugar, you have to be careful.
Ooh, the damage from Trust is big. Okay, and the
An
arrow.
Just barely missing Sugar.
Yep, and now they are looking for this turret on the top side of the map, and they will get it as the damage is really huge. And now Han is actually getting kicked by Billy. He just a distraction on bottom lane, and there is 2 heroes on bottom, and Billy even canceled the recall from this Leomord, and this might be something, but nope. AEROWOLF ROXY will not make something happens out of this, and they just want team fight, I think.
Yes, they don't want to look for random team fights, but they do want to try to defend around the
LJ
objective.
having that rage right now, and Aura is going to back up, I think. Sugar doesn't want to do anything with that Minoan Rage, and actually getting caught. Minotaur have to be careful, the Rage is already down. Aurora is actually getting Hurricane Dance, getting caught and getting to be burst down by Yam, but now that's the Nature Shield and the Minoan Fury, but there's enough damage or not? Nope, Finn has to go down, but nobody is dying yet. Han is now coming, but Rage has already been burst down, but Billy is actually pushing onto the base of Aura, and AEROWOLF ROXY will not make something happen out of this. And now the Billy is going down by Sugar, but Han is actually very low. Billy even managed to kill Yam.
Yes, we can see so many turrets going down for Aura right now. Even an inhibitor turret at bottom side, we can see AEROWOLF getting so much map control right now. Out of turrets they have taken down. And now we can see the Lord may be going to be bursted down by AEROWOLF. They do have enough damage from the Kimi, but they don't have enough members around Lord right now, so it would be quite risky if if Aura actually knew that AEROWOLF is taking the Lord right now.
Oh my god, Billy was just so objective on this game. I do think that if Billy was on that fight, Arrow of Roxy gonna wipe out Aura Esports, but Billy was just pushing with the creep. They knew the momentum and the opportunity to do that, and nobody was there, and only Yam is realizing that, and it cost his life before Sugar even arrived.
Yes, we can see now the Lord being bursted down by Arrow of Roxy, and this might be a sneaky Lord because Aura doesn't really know that they're taking Lord, or they
Okay.
know but they can't actually go in, but we can see here Balric and also Kagura trying to move forward.
And then they will reset Lord, and Sugar is actually getting thrust down, but the cancel from Minion Fury from Arrow of Roxy is there, and the Chieftain Rage from Rave, and now Sugar is down. Vin is getting very low, but still managed to survive, and Yam is on the side. Okay, he's too much up front. He managed to kill Trust, but the Winter Truncheon will not save his life.
You can see Billy is still here looking for a kill. He might follow up on to Rage right now.
Okay, Billy was just zoning them out of the Lord because the Lord is already getting down by Aurora's damage. Look at that, 25% more, and it will go down, but Billy is still chasing these auras into their base actually.
Yes, we can see now 10k gold lead coming in for Roxy. Also a Lord coming down, also one inhibitor turret down. This is very hard for Aura to defend against. They don't have much wave clear, so they do have to rely a lot on Kagura, and if Kagura does get caught by Billy, that would be a huge disaster for them.
Yep, and look, now we only see Billy already having enough damage. He just scouting around, just wanted for more kills and more kills. And look at this. The Lord is now already spawned up and going to push the bottom lane, as I do think Arrow of Roxy can just push with this Lord and win the game.
Yes, they have to gather around mid and also bottom just to make sure they are very close to the Lord, because if the Lord is killed before it reaches the Nexus, that will be a huge disaster and a waste to the Lord.
Yep, Yin Overturns is already been used actually by Yam just to get that buff from Rave. But now it's now storming Arrow of Roxy, using the arrow, going to hit Finn, but there's no follow-up yet. The trap is there, just minimum damage, and Billy is already looking for something, but Rage is not there yet for LJ, and he's going to defend. Okay, the Lord is actually going sideways. He's going for the middle lane turret, and he's as well going down. And now the Lord, the Minion Fury onto 3. Also Rave with the Chieftain Rage onto 2. Now Han is actually on the front line and going to reach Aurora and Trust, but Trust is healthy, and Vin is actually going down by Billy. Han is actually going very low, but the trap is enough to finish. Trust going to get Han, and now what are you going to do, Aura? You don't have what it means to defend this, and now Arrow of Roxy will get the first